While everybody's been focused on the NFL and NBA NFTs, and understandably so, there's a collection that dropped earlier this year that might actually be the most important release on the Panini blockchain. It's not football, it's not basketball, it's the Bad Egg collection. And by the end of this video, I think you'll see why this one project might predict exactly what the future of the Panini blockchain looks like. See, the more I collect on the Panini blockchain, the more I realize something. I'm not collecting sports or players or leagues anymore. I'm collecting the actual NFT itself. And if you're collecting on the Panini blockchain right now, you might feel the same way even if you haven't said it out loud. Case in point, the NASCAR drop a couple weeks ago. Fastest sellout of all time. I even asked Panini directly if there were bots at play. They said, no, that was just you. That was us, the collectors on the Panini blockchain, making this the most successful drop ever. There was even a comment on Instagram that said, I wish we could just get this kind of excitement for regular NASCAR cards. To me, that right there is proof. We love NFTs more than we love the sport itself. And that's exactly why I want to talk about the Bad Egg collection. Because this isn't about one particular player or team or, thank goodness, grading. It's about a concept. It's about taking an existing NFT project, teaming up with Panini, and turning the digital IP into cards. And when you add that extra layer of collectability, you know, that little rectangle frame, it really does change everything. A little backstory, the Bad Egg NFT project was created by Toikido Studios, a next-generation entertainment company founded by Darran Garnham, who's known for building creative IPs that blend toys, gaming, animation, and culture. Toikido launched the Bad Egg collection in June of 2024, with the first NFTs being released on the Ethereum blockchain. But it wasn't just another NFT drop. It was part of a much bigger franchise plan that includes an animated series, toys, collectibles, and much more. The whole brand revolves around chaotic fun, skate culture, and community, drawing inspiration from the attitude and creativity of Sunnyside, New York City. And behind the scenes, there's even more star power. Gary Vaynerchuk, yes, Gary V, has joined as a board member and an investor to help guide the long-term expansion of this project. So when Toikido teamed up with Panini in April of 2025 to bring these characters into card format, it wasn't random. It might be the perfect crossover between entertainment IP and one of the biggest collectible cultures there are. So now let's look at some data. What I did was I went to OpenSea and I wanted to track what the NFT sales were of their original product on the Ethereum blockchain in comparison to the sales data of the Panini blockchain in the same time frame of April of 2025. And what I found was they have sold 166 NFTs from their original collection that dates back to 2024, totaling $73,200 in volume. Now, I will say that $12,000 of that $73,000 in sales was from our very own on the Panini blockchain, Spinatron, who bought their one-of-one glitch. Now, by comparison, if we go to the Panini blockchain and compare the same period of time, we're going to see that approximately over 619,000 in total sales volume of the Bad Egg project, with a total number of NFTs of approximately over 23,000 have been sold in the same time period. Usually, we're used to seeing the NFT version sell for a fraction of the physical counterpart. But here it's NFT versus NFT, and the Panini blockchain version seems to be winning. Here's what I think is happening. The card format is the missing puzzle piece for NFTs. You take an image and you give it structure, rarity, a serial number, and suddenly it fits in collectors' brains. It's familiar. It's why sports cards have worked for decades. And it's why I think this collab might be one of the most important experiments the Panini blockchain has ever done. This is why I think the Panini blockchain isn't just about sports cards anymore. It's about the technology and the storytelling. Because if we love NFTs more than we love the sports themselves, and it isn't Panini's role just to mint LeBron James and Patrick Mahomes. It's to build worlds. It's to give NFT projects a platform to be collected the same way we've been collecting sports cards, and the Bad Egg collection just might be proving that. I've been studying NFT projects a lot lately and just IP stories in general. Take Labubu, for example. It started in 2015 as just a book called The Monsters, but it exploded into a global collectible craze only after Pop Mart started making figurines of the characters in 2019. Now, the IP already existed, it just needed the right format. That's exactly what I think is happening here. Now, am I really comparing the Panini blockchain to the power of Pop Mart? When it comes to NFTs, maybe. And here's where it gets a little more interesting. Now, Panini has lost their license to the NBA and is losing their license soon to the NFL. That's not a secret. Now, what if there's a silver lining here? What if this almost frees up Panini to be the best place to create and cultivate NFTs through cards and work with some of the most creative teams in the business? Sports or not, Panini has proven that they could package collectability just as good, if not better, than anyone. So maybe this is a place where new IPs are born. I'll tell you something, this is the first time I've completed a set since the 1993 SP football cards. Yes, I collected all 32 of the base silver Bad Egg NFTs. So if you've overlooked the Bad Egg collection, maybe it's time to give it another look, because this project and the collectors behind it might be shaping what the Panini blockchain looks like 5 years from now. Oh, and by the way, the Bad Egg team posted that Series 2 is dropping by the end of the year. If this is a reality, then that means the Series 2 is going to be dropping within the next 60 days on the Panini blockchain. I'm Jason from Cardblock, and if you like tracking new NFT projects like I do, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.